Thank you for joining us here at the First Alert Desk on Atlanta News First Plus. I am Maria Moreau here to catch you up on some stories we're following this morning. And I want to start by taking you out to this tragic investigation that is continuing into this morning. A teenager is dead and another is in jail. That's according to Powder Springs Police. 17-year-old Ashton Hornsby was shot by 18-year-old Carlos Diaz following a prom after party. Diaz is charged with murder. Now, the arrest report says him and Hornsby knew each other. It reads that Diaz told police he was afraid Hornsby was going to jump him, and that's why he pulled a gun on him and eventually shot the 17-year-old. Now, despite all that, police say the investigation continues to be ongoing. Police say that the 17-year-old victim, again, the family is really reeling with this loss, and they are working the case as efficiently as they can, and we are continuing to follow every detail from that. Another investigation, I want to take you out to Oglethorpe County here, where a person of interest has been detained after a man was killed. Now, the victim was identified using medical and dental records. That person of interest was detained in another state. Law enforcement said the homicide happened in the western part of the county near the Clark County line. Now, deputies are asking anyone who may have seen anything unusual along Double Bridges Road to call the Oglethorpe Sheriff's Office. And I did put their Facebook post just right on your screen. You can see the details of that investigation. They said they're still looking for additional pieces of information to this. So if you have any information, detectives are wanting to hear from you. All right, let's take it a little closer to home here in Atlanta as we
Atlanta
talk
police have
about
identified
this
the man
video
seen in this
going
video as
viral on social media.
42-year-old
A man
Daniel
is
Burnett.
charged for slashing homeless tents.
The video from
at an
March 7th
encampment in
shows
Sweet
Burnett
Auburn.
destroying
He
homeless
claims he is a
tents
public
on
safety
Old Wheat
advocate,
Street.
but
According to
city
his
leaders
website,
say
Burnett,
that
who
this
goes
man
by
has
Da
no
Vinci, is
affiliation
founder
with
of
the
the
homeless
Sweet Auburn
or
Frontline
the initiatives
Enforcement,
that they
also
are doing
known
to
as
help
SAFE.
those in the
We
area.
provide public safety, beautification, and nonprofit auditing and accountability.
Atlanta police have identified the man seen in this video as 42-year-old Daniel Burnett. The video from March 7th shows Burnett destroying homeless tents on Old Wheat Street. According to his website, Burnett, who goes by Da Vinci, is founder of the Sweet Auburn Frontline Enforcement, also known as SAFE.
We provide public safety, beautification, and nonprofit auditing and accountability for the projects that they get funded for.
In a video posted on YouTube Sunday, Burnett expressed he's received death threats since the video circulated and wants to set the record straight.
Long story short was that we put out a fire. Along the process, the tent walls and abandoned property that's left in the middle of this public street has been deemed as debris. No one's in these tents, y'all.
What I saw in that video was incredibly disturbing.
Councilmember Liliana Bakhtiari says the city has been working with a coalition of homeless nonprofits since the death of Cornelius Taylor, who was killed during an encampment sweep just steps from where this happened. Bakhtiari says SAFE is not one of them.
It is a setback in trust. It is a setback in the trust of the people on the street.
Moving forward, she had this to say.
This man is not associated with the mayor's office. This man is not associated with council or anyone or anything inside of this building. The city does not stand for that.
All right, I want to take you out to Jonesboro. Sorry about that, the little technical hiccup with the video. I just wanted to play that for you. Let's talk about Jonesboro for a moment. This is a story that we have been following since last week with the intended resignation of the mayor and then the rescindment of that resignation. Well, Monday night, Jonesboro mayor heard from supporters on why they want her to stay in her job. This comes after Mayor Sartor announced her resignation and then again reversing her decision less than a day later. Atlanta News First Sarah Hammond is outside of Jonesboro City Hall with the latest.
Last night was the first city council meeting since the mayor announced her resignation. and then changed her mind. And more than 100 people showed up to this city council meeting, some having to go sit in the overflow room. Now, Mayor Danya Sarter said she initially announced her resignation under duress after city council members called for a financial audit. And according to the city attorney, state law allows the mayor to withdraw her resignation since council never voted to accept it. And during public comment last night, more than 24 citizens spoke in support of the mayor, with others holding signs along the wall with words of encouragement.
You saw the support of people coming out wanting to make sure I stay in this position. So I'm extremely appreciative of that opportunity. So it was just the opportunity of the community coming out saying this is what we want.
And Councilmember Don Dixon says he disagrees with state law and anticipates pushback to hold her to her initial announcement that her last day would be April 19th. At Jonesboro City Center, Sarah Hammond for Atlanta News First.
And in just a little less than an hour, we are going to be taking you out live to a news conference with Atlanta Mayor Andre Dickens. And, you know, speaking of mayors, as we continue to talk about them, Mayor Dickens is expected to announce that he is running for re-election. The mayor will officially launch his re-election campaign at that news conference on Spring Street later today. Again, that is at 11 a.m. The mayor will have a less formal campaign kickoff event at Monday Night Garage in Southwest Atlanta. Now, Dickens was sworn in as Atlanta's 61st mayor on January 3rd back in 2022. Last month, during his State of the City address, he listed his accomplishments since taking office and said homicides are down by 26% since that year he took office. 911 response times are improving, and so far, no one has officially announced they are running against the mayor. So we will have that live for you. But before we get you out to the mayor, let's talk about the weather. And this is an important lesson in being grateful when the weather is good, because you never know when it's going to take a turn. I want to bring in First Alert meteorologist Courtney Jacobazi to help me take a look at what's ahead.
Yeah, we have a lot of changes on the way. And as you said, be grateful for the forecast today, because today and tomorrow are going to be really, really nice. But we do have some changes on the horizon. We'll start with the chance for storms on Thursday, and then we will talk about a First Alert weather day, both for Saturday and Sunday, an increasing threat of severe weather over the weekend. Of course, it is St. Patrick's Day weekend, so a lot of you probably have things going on. You just need to be prepared and stay weather aware going into the weekend with the changing conditions in the forecast. So let's get you through it. Let's get you ready for it, shall we? And most importantly, as Maria mentioned, let's appreciate the nice day today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow will be dry. We will watch for evening thunderstorms on Thursday. It's not a first alert yet. We are going to continue to watch the timing. These particular types of systems are kind of little bursts of energy out ahead of weather systems. They're tough to pinpoint exact timing until you get kind of the day before. So if we think that this is going to impact more of you for your evening commute, we'll give you that first alert. But right now, it might just impact some of you in West Georgia for the evening commute and bring in rain and storms for Metro around 8 o'clock at night. But the big focus days, of course, are Saturday and Sunday with those first alert weather days. Let's get you through today first before we go ahead and talk about the changes for the end of the week and the weekend. It'll be a really nice day. In fact, we encourage you to get outside if you can. By noon, we're in the low 60s, so you won't necessarily need the thick jacket anymore, maybe just a light layer. And this afternoon is t-shirt weather, spring weather at its finest, so temperatures in the low 70s. Around 9 o'clock will be in the mid 60s. Outdoor dining would be key today. If you could take your lunch outside, maybe have dinner on your patio, or go out for a nice spontaneous Tuesday night date night and sit outside, it'd be a great day for it. 5 stars all around with temperatures in the low 60s at lunchtime, low 70s at dinner time. And notice the sunshine icon for dinner time. Now, of course, we're giving you dinner time at like 6 o'clock because that's how us morning folks do it. But the sun doesn't set until after 8 o'clock now. So we have the sunshine icon unless you eat after 8 o'clock, then it's nighttime for you. Forecast high temperatures through the week, going to stay really comfortable. We'll be in the upper 70s tomorrow, so closer to 80 degrees for your Wednesday. Lots of sunshine. The humidity is going to stay pretty low for you. Thursday, we'll have plenty of daytime heating to work with before that chance for storms rolls in, so we'll stay in the low 70s, and that will be the case even into the weekend. But of course, with 70s in the forecast, that's enough warmth for fuel for thunderstorms. So we will have that chance for thunderstorms Thursday and then even more so into the weekend. Let's take you through Thursday first. We'll see an increase in cloud cover in the morning, and then going into the afternoon and evening, we'll start to watch for kind of a band of showers and thunderstorms, a little wave, if you will, to move into West Georgia from Alabama. So 3 o'clock, if this one you're picking up the kids from school from Floyd and Chattooga County down into Heard, Carroll, Haralson County, maybe some showers and thunderstorms. And then going into the 6 o'clock hour, that's when this band of showers and thunderstorms carrying heavy rain, maybe some gusty wind as well, could be moving into Northwest Metro. So again, most of you should be kind of home from your evening commute at this point or just finishing it up. But if this does move a little quicker, we will issue that first alert for you. And then it looks like rain and storms will continue into the late evening around sunset before diminishing overnight. Not necessarily looking at much of a severe threat with that, but we will be keeping an eye on it because gusty wind and heavy rain is pretty typical in systems like that. When it comes to the weekend, increasing threat for severe storms, we're now at about a 30% chance 5 days out. And what does that mean? It means that it is looking more likely that all of the ingredients are going to come together for a chance for severe storms. So we're looking at all modes of severe weather being possible here. Hail, which we haven't really seen in a while. Damaging straight line winds, which could take down trees, and then the potential for maybe a tornado or two as well. All of that is there. And then this isn't necessarily a severe parameter, but it is something that we'll be watching within these storms. Very heavy rain that could lead to some flash flooding for us between Saturday afternoon and Sunday midday. Here's a look at the timeline. I'm not going to show you a model because they're pretty much in line with the timing, but the resolution just isn't good on them. So it's just better to give you the general timeline until we get finer detail on it. Saturday morning, a few showers will be possible, especially in Northwest Georgia on Saturday morning. Going into Saturday afternoon and evening, of course, we have the St. Patrick's Day Parade on Saturday in downtown Atlanta or midtown Atlanta. Lots of events going on Saturday. You will need to keep your eyes to the skies. It's a great weekend to be weather aware because showers and thunderstorms will be possible Saturday afternoon, especially after lunchtime. And then that storm threat increases after sunset Saturday into Sunday morning. Severe storms will be possible along a line of storms that moves through by Sunday afternoon, by around lunchtime Sunday into the evening. It does look like we will start to dry out. So again, the main time frame will mainly be Saturday, like late afternoon into Sunday morning, when we'll watch for maybe severe storms to fire up out ahead of our main front, and then that main front comes through overnight into Sunday morning. So quite the prolonged severe weather threat. Unfortunately, this is a very spring-like setup, and that's the case with these kinds of systems. So something we're going to be watching very carefully. The forecast still needs work. We still have to determine the exact threats, the extent of the threats, and of course that exact timing. The closer we get to the event, the more fine detail we'll be able to give you, but it's definitely a weekend you want to be weather aware. First Alert Weather app is going to be a great tool for you heading into the weekend, and on the weekend, it'll give you weather alerts to your phone, so make sure to have that handy. In the meantime, let's enjoy the beautiful weather today and tomorrow. Lots of sunshine in 70s. We'll wake up in the 40s tomorrow, so you will need a jacket tomorrow morning. And then Thursday, we're watching for that chance for evening thunderstorms, maybe some gusty wind and heavy rain within those. Friday, we look dry with temperatures in the low 70s. We'll warm into the 70s Saturday afternoon, but then storms increase for our First Alert Weather Day in the afternoon and evening through the overnight hours into Sunday morning. Again, this is going to be a several-hour threat for us. Going into Sunday afternoon, we finally dry out. It is going to be very breezy behind this front. Temperatures will cool back into the upper 30s to low 40s next Monday morning. We'll see lots of sunshine return to kick off next week with highs in the upper 50s to low 60s. All right, everyone, thank you so much for spending some time with us. Again, we do have that presser that's coming up at 11 with the mayor, so make sure you are sticking around here on Atlanta News First Plus for that. In the meantime, enjoy the gorgeous weather the next couple of days, and be sure to stay right here with the First Alert team to keep updated on those First Alert Weather Days over the weekend. Make it a good one.